Hello there, my dear grade 7 learners. It's another day full of music. I am Teacher Bobby, and I'm very excited to bring you today's lesson. I will be guiding you in performing the activities and in answering the questions found in Module 4, Lesson 1 in Music 7. If you don't have a copy of our module, it's alright. Just make sure you have the following. Hand in hand, we will explore the world of music. Are you ready? Then hop on and join me in this fun-filled learning. Today, we will be learning about the music of Lowlands of Luzon, devotional music, and brass band. The Philippines was under Spanish rule for more than 300 years. No wonder why a vast part of our culture is under the influence of that country. And very evident of these influences is our deep faith in God and our inclination to music. We may have different religions, but most of these have the same roots: Christianity. In this lesson, we will dig deeper to those religious traditions that we used to witness yearly in our community and explore the musical elements used. We may have not noticed it, but our religious activity in our country is not complete without music. In this lesson, we will be able to identify the different musical elements incorporated in the Luzon Lowlands devotional music, create an audio recording of a religious music in an activity in your local community, and evaluate the performance applying knowledge of the musical elements. Deepen the understanding of the religious activity by distinguishing the musical elements used. Lastly, provide a rhythmic accompaniment to songs of different devotional activities of Luzon. The first type of liturgical music the Filipinos learned from the Spanish was the Holy Mass in Latin language. Gregorian chants and other sacred type of music were all sung in a dialect the natives cannot understand. That is why they decided to make extra liturgical celebrations done in their homes or outside the Mass. In the Lowlands of Luzon, there are various religious beliefs that are experienced in almost every Christian community. The Pabasa, or the Pasyon, the Salubong, the Flores de Mayo, the Santa Cruzan, and the Pastores are just some of the many religious celebrations in the Philippines. The Pasyon or Pabasa is a narrative of the passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. It is written in stanzas of 5 lines following a strict number of syllables and rhymes. The whole text is sung throughout the Lenten season, although some musical elements vary in some provinces. After the Lenten season comes the Easter season. This tradition starts with the Salubong, a reenactment of Christ's meeting with his mother, the Virgin Mary, on the dawn of his resurrection. Children dressed in angel costumes sing the Regina Coele Leitare, meaning Queen of Heaven. Flores de Mayo, or the Flowers of May, is a Catholic festival on the month of May. The song Alay is sung while the flowers are being offered to the image of the Virgin Mary. It is held in the church or chapel. One of the most awaited and colorful religious celebration, not only in Luzon but also in other parts of the country, is the Santa Cruzan. It is a religious historical event that shows the finding of the Holy Cross by the Queen Helena and her son, Constantine the Great. Here, Sagalas and escorts show off in their beautiful gown as the marching band accompanies the procession with the music Dios te salve, Hail Mary. Our country is also rich with different genres of instrumental music, and during religious festivities, one musical group still plays an important role: the brass band. A fiesta is not a fiesta without the music of the brass band or the marching band. Its music brings a joyful mood to everyone who hears it, and even processions at night, A brass band accompanies the people who show their devotion to a saint. A brass band is a music ensemble composed of woodwind, brass wind, and percussion instruments. Usually, this group plays folk songs, marches, processional music, and pop songs. Brass wind instruments are instruments made of brass or metal. A player produces sound by buzzing the lips into the metal mouthpiece. Although the early types of these instruments are made of wood, shells, or tusks, today's modern instrument is made entirely of brass. The trumpet is the smallest instrument in the brass family. It usually plays the melody of the music because of its bright and vibrant sound. Originally, the main function of this instrument is to gather people, sound for alarm, and call to war. The trombone is the only instrument in the brass family that uses a slide to change pitch. You play the trombone by holding it horizontally, buzzing into the mouthpiece, and using your right hand to change pitch by pushing or pulling the slide to one of 7 different positions. The French horn comes from the French hunting horn of the 1600s and produced a wide variety of sound ranging from very loud to very soft, and from harsh and blaring to mellow and smooth. The French horn's 18 feet of tubing is rolled up into a circular shape with a large bell at its end. To play the French horn, hold it with the bell curving downward and buzz into the mouthpiece. This instrument is known as the bass or the sousaphone. The bell is above the player's head and projecting forward. Woodwind instruments are musical instruments which produces sound when the player blows air against a sharp edge or through a reed, usually made of bamboo. Most of these instruments are made up of wood but can be made as other materials, such as metals or plastics. Woodwinds can be further divided into 2 groups, the flutes and the reeds. The flute is an aerophone wind instrument that produces its sound from flow of air across an opening. The sound it produces is thin timbre. The piccolo flute. This instrument is smaller than a flute and has a thinner sound. The piccolo flute. This instrument is smaller than the flute and has a thinner sound. The clarinet. This instrument is a straight cylindrical tube with cylindrical bore and a flared bell. It has a single reed mouthpiece. The saxophone, commonly used in concert bands, military bands, marching bands, and jazz bands. The tenor saxophone is a medium-sized member of the saxophone family. It uses a larger mouthpiece, reed, ligature. It is distinguished by the band on its neck near the mouthpiece. The percussion family. Traditional Philippine brass bands only have these major percussion instruments: the snare drum, the bass drum, and the cymbals. The snare drum is also known as the side drum. It is known for its cylindrical shape and a powerful staccato sound. This instrument is often used in orchestras, concert bands, and marching bands. It is played with drumsticks or brush. The bass drum produces a low pitch and serves as the rhythmic guide of the ensemble. The cymbals consist of thin, normally round plates of various alloys. The heavier the cymbals, the louder the volume. It's activity time. Let's read the directions. Identify what religious music is being described. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. You're given 10 seconds to answer each item. Are you ready? Let's begin. Number 1. It is usually played by a marching band to accompany sagalas in procession. time is up. The correct answer: Dios te salve. Question number 2. This song is sung by a child dressed like an angel, lifting the veil of the morning Virgin Mary. Your time starts now. Your time is up. The correct answer: Regina Coele Laitare. Question number 3. A narrative with stanzas of 5 lines and 8 syllables. Your time starts now. Your time is up. The correct answer is Passion. Question number 4. It is sung while people offer flowers to the image of the Virgin Mary. Your time starts now. Your time is up. The correct answer is Alay. Question number 5. This is usually sung by elders in the community during Lenten season. Your time starts now. Your time is up. The correct answer is Passion. Question number 6. It is a group of musicians famous during fiestas and other celebrations. Your time starts now. Your time is up. The correct answer is Brass Band. Question number 7. This instrument plays the rhythm in the brass band. Your time starts now. Your time is up. The correct answer is Drum. Question number 8. A song that is sung in a chant-like manner. Your time starts now. Your time is up. The correct answer is Passion. Question number 9. The cymbals is an example of what kind of instrument? Your time starts now. Your time is up. The correct answer is percussion. Question number 10. This celebration is done during Easter celebration. Your time starts now. Your time is up. The correct answer is salubong. Well done. Looks like you are now ready to delve deeper with today's lesson. Aside from the Holy Mass and other Christian religious services, the Lowlands of Luzon have various Christian traditions which are used by different communities. These activities are believed to have a large impact in preserving our culture and faith. Fiesta, Sagala, and Procession. In fiestas, for example, people gather in one place to pay tribute to their patron saint through songs or music and dances. And now, try to analyze the three illustrations and answer the diagram. Write the similarities in the center and their differences inside each circle. You will be given 3 minutes to answer it. Your 3-minute starts now. Your time is up. Here are the answers. The similarities of the three illustrations are the following. All of them uses brass instruments, and they are part of the Christian tradition. Now the differences. For illustration A, it is festive. Illustration B is lively. And illustration C is solemn. And now that we are almost near in the end of our lesson, prepare pen and answer sheets because it is important to evaluate what you have learned. Write the things you have learned today in my reflections. Great job! And here ends our lesson in Music of Lowlands of Luzon, Devotional Music, and Brass Band. If you have a copy of our module, please make sure to answer the remaining activities. I hope you have learned a lot and enjoyed exploring the world of music in our religious tradition. Until next time!